You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, welcome to another video with myself, Bromo18. Hope that all of you are doing well. Thanks a lot for joining me in this video today. Something a bit different from our side. What I want to do in this video is essentially just give any regular viewers just some clarification, bit of information on what to look ahead to, what we can look forward to in, I guess, the coming year really, with the release, of course, of FIFA 20 and PES 2020. I just want to shed some light really on the sort of content that we're going to bring out, future series announcements and stuff. Basically what you can expect from now until for over the next 12 months. And also I want to get a bit of feedback from you guys regarding some ideas and stuff, but we'll get into that shortly. So first of all, it's been a really good year for the channel. Absolutely buzzing with how it's went. Particularly there were some periods of times where we was really cooking on gas sort of thing and hit some peak figures and stuff. So yeah, it's been really good, and hopefully we can build on that this year. A lot of content coming your way. First of all, stuff to do with the beta really of FIFA 20 as well. Of course, did recently release a video saying that, of course, I did get picked to play the beta, get a code and stuff. That was for career mode. It will open up at some point to all the other game modes as well. So, I'm going to be bringing out a couple of videos on that, sort of reviews and stuff, what you guys can expect for anyone who wasn't lucky enough to get the beta and stuff. And just my overall thoughts on that really, what new things are out there that perhaps EA haven't talked about, and stuff like that really. So yeah, that's going to come in particular. On top of that really, we'll have videos on any new announcements on PES as well, sort of Master League, My Club, Become a Legend, anything like that. Any news that comes out over the coming month or so before the release, we're going to cover that as well. Talking about career mode in general, looking ahead to it, and Master League as well, and the likes of those different game modes. We'll have lots of videos on that, and that will sort of lead into our Gamescom coverage. Of course, every year, Gamescom is about 20th of August or around that sort of point. Of course, big convention in Germany. Again, lots of stuff gets revealed, and that particularly for PES. So we'll have stuff covering that in both games, see if anything else is revealed, really. So yeah, that should be interesting. Hope that you can all join me for that. On top of that, really, we'll then lead into, I guess, comparisons in the gameplay between the two games and stuff. Of course, it's always a highly sought after point, and something that I haven't really covered on my channel too much, but I really want to dig into it this year as I cover both games as thoroughly as I can. I want to talk about, just compare the games, all the game modes and the gameplay themselves. We'll of course have the betas, we'll have the demos and stuff, and then the full games on top of that. So we're definitely going to do some comparisons. I do have both purely PES fans and purely FIFA fans who watch these videos, and I like to try and reach out to as many of you guys as possible and give an unbiased view, because I am unbiased. I do like to think I don't have one sort of liking to one company ahead of the other sort of thing. I just want both games to be as good as possible. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of that, and I hope you guys will enjoy that content as well. And then we'll really get into the meat of it. I'm going to have, hopefully, basically what I want to say is, last year I was only able to do one series at a time. And so at first, when PES came out, we had the Glasgow Rangers Master League series, and that went on for about 3 months. And it was really successful, absolutely enjoyed it. But, it sort of cost me doing a FIFA series on top of that. I wanted to do 2. I ended up only having the time to do 1. And then later in the year, of course, we ended the Rangers series and then went into an Ajax career mode series. This year, I'm going to try as best as possible, if I get the time around my job and stuff. Of course, it isn't my full-time job, YouTube. I definitely don't earn that sort of money from YouTube to justify that. So if I get enough time around my job and stuff, I would like to do a series on both PES and FIFA running at the same time. These will be probably Master League and career mode. If there's enough sort of demand for another series, maybe Become a Legend, or probably not Ultimate Team, because I'm not a fan. Maybe a My Club one. I'm a bit more warm to that than Ultimate Team. then I would love to do 2 at a time. Start getting your suggestions in, guys, for what you want, series-wise, what you want to see. I've already, been thinking about that for months, really, about the series I'm going to do, what teams I'd like to do and stuff. But if there's enough demand from you guys to do a certain team, then it's got to be well under consideration. So start getting those suggestions in for teams that you'd like to see. As I say, I'd like to do both. A series on both FIFA 20 and PES 2020. And hopefully it will be possible, but we'll see how that one goes. PES 2020 will, of course, the series will start first because the game comes out about 2 or 3 weeks before FIFA, so that of course does have the edge in that respect. So yeah, we're definitely going to do series stuff, and then there's going to be some bonus videos on top of that. So things like, I'd like to do tactics videos, and that's something that I'm really looking into. It's something that I personally think I'm quite knowledgeable on, sort of football tactics, and I talk about them a lot in my previous series, and people are interested in that sort of stuff, and I have done videos covering them in the past. I like to do a lot of tactics videos explaining different different areas and stuff, perhaps recreating tactics, things like the Guardiola 4-3-3, Simeone's 4-4-2, Pochettino's formation, tactics, Klopp's, etc. All that sort of stuff. I'd like to do tactics on that on both FIFA and PES, and tell people how to recreate them properly, because I do see a lot of videos of people doing them, and they just get it completely wrong, and it really frustrates me. So that's something I'd really be interested in doing, and it's definitely under consideration for me. And other bonus videos as well, things like perhaps we talk about potential players. Of course, that was one of my plans to do, the high potential players stuff on FIFA, but of course now with dynamic potential, we're going to see how that sort of plays out, because they might not be set up in quite the same way we've expected in the past. But things for PES and that sort of thing, again, it can be done. And other videos as well, things just general bits and pieces, really. I don't want to give away too much. I want to sort of leave you guys something to be surprised at and stuff. Of course, I'm still thinking through the logistics myself and that. But there's lots of stuff, and I've got a lot of big plans as well to carry out. So I hope you guys are all going to be along the way for that. And on top of everything, general game mode reviews is something that I want to talk about as well. I want to give my reviews on, of course, career mode and Master League, what they're like, but also things like Volta, the new Volta mode that's coming out. Give my review on that. Give my review on pro clubs, my club, to see. We don't know, as of recording this, we haven't been made aware of many changes yet for my club, but if there is a lot, then again I can get reviews out on that and stuff. So that's something I'd also like to do as well, just to shine some light on it and give you guys as much content as possible, really. Hopefully we can get as much out as consistently possible, as I say, that is feasible this year. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes. But to round this video off, really, I just want to thank everyone for the support. It's been brilliant this past year. It's been kicked off perhaps more than what I thought it was going to. It's just so enjoyable to do, and I hope that we can carry on. I hope you guys will all be along for the ride as well. Let me know what sort of content you want to see as well. If there's anything that I haven't mentioned that perhaps video-wise you want to see coming from the channel, on top of teams to do and series to do and stuff, then get at me in the comment section. And all feedback is always taken into account, so I'll really appreciate that. I think on that note, I think we're going to round it off there. I think I rambled enough for one day, just under 10 minutes. We'll keep it at that. If you made it through to the end, I imagine you're all subscribers, but if you're not, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also ring the bell next to the subscribe button, so that you get notifications for every time I upload. That really does help me out, and I'll really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on the video as well if you haven't already. As I say, I'll really appreciate it. On that note, we are going to round it off there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm Brom18, and I will see you soon.